Good day, my people. A great one. I get a lollipop gist for me today about our country, Nigeria, about what is going on there right now, about the scarcity of fuel and the Naira note. There's a video I will want you guys to listen to know what is going on exactly and those that are behind the crisis right now in Nigeria. One thing I want to point out here is that APC doesn't have any crisis within them. The gladiators that is calling the shot in Aso Rock, the cabals that is even controlling the presidency, are behind us, behind what is going on now in Nigeria. They want to install their puppet into power. They want to bring article through back door to succeed Buhari, which is not going to be possible. They are behind this fuel scarcity and Naira notes. Honestly speaking, why some few months to election, about a month to election, all these things are happening? Why didn't it happen all this while? Can a party that want to retain seat win an election subject its people to this hardship when election is around the corner? Make we use our brain. PDP are evil. We shouldn't give them chance to come back. And please, my people, the energy some of you are using to support Peter Obi, please, you guys should divert it to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because this election is between APC and PDP. Honestly speaking, Obi cannot win, and we shouldn't allow article to come in. No way. Bola Ahmed is the only man. We should forget about the blackmail propaganda age or things that are saying or talking about him. No, it's not the issue. Don't listen to blackmail or propaganda about Tinubu. Tinubu is the only man that will save Nigeria now, because he knows Nigeria, he understands what Nigerians need, and he knows the problem of Nigeria, where it lies, and the people that is sitting on the progress of Nigeria. That's the cabals we are talking about. So they know if eventually, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is voted in, is going to bring down all of them, those cabals in Aso Rock and in Nigeria. That is why they are doing everything possible to make sure that Nigerians, to provoke the angers of Nigerians against this ruling party. That is what is going on right now. So my brothers and sisters, let's vote wisely and support Bola Ahmed Tinubu to succeed Buhari, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has the capacity, the capability, and he is resourceful. Thank you, my brothers. Let's listen to what Governor El-Rufai of Kaduna State got to tell us.
This is in-depth analysis. The governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, joins me now in the studio. Absolutely delighted to see you, Governor. Thank you very much indeed for honoring us with your presence. What's your reaction to the reply by the Minister of Information, Lai Mohammed, that contrary to what you said on Channel's television, that there is no one who is officially working to frustrate the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the presidency, and that President Buhari has done nothing more than demonstrate his commitments to free, fair and credible elections. That's what he said.
Well, look, I haven't seen the TV event that my brother Lai Mohammed said that. But let me restate exactly what I said. I'm a quantity surveyor. I am mathematically tuned to be accurate even in my use of words. What I said was, we are convinced that there are elements in the villa, some elements in the villa that want APC to lose the elections. I did not say the federal government. I did not say Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. I said APC, all right? So I don't understand why the federal government is responding to what I said, because the federal government is not part of it. And I referred to elements in the villa, and I know who I'm referring to, and those that are in the villa know who I'm referring to, and with the greatest respect, even Lai Mohammed, my brother, knows who I'm referring to, and I think it's inappropriate for him as Minister of Information of Nigeria to respond to a statement that specifically referred to individuals rather than any institution. If I had said the villa is against us, then I would expect Garba Shehu or additional my two brothers to respond to me. If I said the federal government was frustrating the APC, then I would expect Lai Mohammed to respond. Why he responded to that, I cannot fathom, frankly. I still stand by my words that there appears to be very strong evidence of a conspiracy to incite voters against the APC in the forthcoming elections by coming up with ad hoc decisions and policies that are not well thought out, that have not received widespread consultation and a whole of government approach to incite the voters to vote against the APC at all levels, because these policies are seen as not only insensitive, not well thought out, but aimed at punishing people, and they will take it out on us as a party and on our candidates that are innocent bystanders in this whole thing.
Right, so if I might ask you, who are the people and why do you reckon they don't want Mr. Tinubu or the APC to emerge as winners?
I will not get to the people yet, but those of us that have been around in Abuja know them. If it has to get to that point, we can name and shame them. All right, we'd prefer to do that after we've won the elections, quite frankly. But we are convinced that there is such a plan, and it is using the primary innocence of President Buhari and relying on his past records and past decisions to sell a dummy to him to do something. We've been in government for 8 years. If it was the policy of the APC government to change currency, we would have done it much earlier. Our policy stance in every sector of the economy is clear. It's in our manifesto, and we went from day one and tried outright to implement it. This thought, this thinking to change the currency is designed just to bring a serious bottleneck that will affect the outcome of the elections, because these same people wanted President Buhari to be succeeded by someone else. And that person did not win the elections. And that someone else is not the vice president, because I saw some reports in the newspapers saying that, mentioning Professor Emi Osinbajo. No, not at all. These people are northerners like us. They are northerners like Buhari. But they are intent on undermining his legacy by ensuring that they cause a crisis. Because after 8 years of Buhari, if he's succeeded by another northerner, there are chances that would have more pockets of crisis.
But I don't know if you know that there have been lots of interviews, lots of person on the street surveys that have suggested that many Nigerians, that a preponderant majority of Nigerians support this policy insofar as they believe that it'll help deliver a cleaner election, even though it's imposing privations on them.
That is not what our surveys are showing. That is not what we are hearing. And we are state governors. Already in Lagos, there are pockets of protests today. You don't want another NSAS. Okay? This protest will happen if people cannot buy groceries, if the stock of food they have at home finishes and they have no currency to buy. Okay? And I want to state this for the avoidance of any doubt. This is not an APC policy. It is not in our manifesto. We never promised in our manifesto that we'll redesign currency. We never promised in our manifesto we'll do anything of that.
The president, we did, supports that policy.
We support it too. It makes sense. But I'm saying people should understand that this is an ad hoc policy, knee-jerk reaction, okay, to solve a particular problem. But it is not an APC policy. It is the policy of Mr. President. We subscribe to it. All we are saying is give more time for people to have value for their hard-earned money. Not every Nigerian has stashes of money or is a criminal. The government, more than anyone, with all the agencies it has, knows who are the criminals more than we do. But as a state governor, I know poor farmers who have millions of naira because they have sold hundreds of tons of maize to Olam and it's in cash. And they are stuck in Cubao and they can't change it. And as the governor of the state, it is my duty to stand up for them.
But you support President Buhari when he says that he wants to create a level playing field for not one or some, but all the candidates.
Yeah, he has always been like that. But a level playing field does not mean, coming up with policies that are not well thought out that will end up hurting one of the parties because it has the misfortune of being in power. And Charles, tell me, where in the world will a sitting government try to disown its own party? It's not done.
It's not done.
It's not done. These are some of the things that you see and hear that we are educated people, we are experienced people, we've been around. There is nowhere in the world where you say level playing field. It's for INEC to say that.
Right.
INEC is responsible for elections. It's not President Buhari that will conduct elections.
Yeah,
all we require from President Buhari is to put in the infrastructure, the electoral and security infrastructure to have free and fair elections.